not to like? What is not to like? And sometimes, when you've spent a week doing Gibson videos and loving it,
yes,
and getting the grunt and the it's just nice to pick up a Strat and just balance your life out with that yin-yang kind of moment.
That's a very good saying, yin-yang kind of moment. Because that's what it is.
Pete and I were talking about this idea, you know, the desert island guitar, it just can't exist. It's mythical because it doesn't matter how good any guitar I've ever played with, sooner or later, I want to play with something else. Eh?
Exactly. Know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm saying. So look, I want to talk about a couple of things really. Two things. We were very, very lucky about 4 years ago to be able to match the beautiful Danish Pete here with the beautiful purple Telecaster. And the thing happened and they gelled. And we've been very fortunate that over the last couple of years, we've made some cool replicas of that guitar. We've done custom shop ones, we've done roadboard ones, we've even got a Squire one coming, which is awesome. But that is a magical guitar. Yeah. Now, that's not the only magical Fender guitar that Mr. Honore, I'm going to say owned, past tense.
Past tense.
Because this has changed hands now, and when Pete was feeling weak and poor, I bought it for him.
Which happens. Yeah,
so
it happens.
I bought it for him from two reasons. One, it's an amazing guitar.
Yes.
And number two, although it's not entirely authentic, the Fender bits on this originate from the year 1964.
Yes.
Which is a special year for Andertons because that's the year my dad and my granddad decided to start a music shop.
Yes.
In June of 1964. On the anniversary of VJ Day, the lesser known VJ Day, so that when Japan surrendered. Sorry to bring up all that old news, but hey,
okay.
That's just how I remember.
VJ Day.
I think it was June. Someone's going to tell me it wasn't in June now. I think it was June or July of 1964 was when we opened, and I said that's on the same day. But anyway, look, I digress. Tell us what this guitar actually is, Mr. Pete.
So I think about 1998, or maybe thereabouts, maybe a bit before, maybe a bit after. I think it's around like late 90s. Oh my God, I'm so old. I was playing like loads of funny things, like, you know, dual sort of put together partcasters, like jazzy up here with like some split coils and EMGs and all sorts of fusion tones. And there was a guy in Denmark, a guitar player called Hannibal Gustafsson, and he played this white Strat, and he was really good. He was playing down here, and he was just funky, and I was going, I want to play like this guy, he's so cool. And he had a white Strat, a really old white Strat 60s. So I was looking for one, and I was playing in a band with a drummer who owned a music shop in Kolding, and he got a 1954 completely original guitar in, which he bought like this time.
Strat?
It was a Strat, yeah, 54 Strat. Woo! Bought it in from Germany, and it was, I think he paid like 15 grand for it, whatever.
Yeah.
And he got this in as well. And he's like, it's kind of a Franken monster thing of stuff. So the neck is original, stamped and everything, in '64. But they didn't really know what the rest was. And he was like, oh, "Do you want to have it?" And I was like, "Yes, this is awesome." Played it, it was really awesome, and I played it ever since. And you can probably find a picture of me playing a 2003 Brit Awards with Tom Jones with that guitar with a Danish flag on it.
Yeah!
Like a big plastic, like a big stick of a Danish flag, which since came off. That's played many gigs that. And then I put it away, didn't really play it for a long time, started here, didn't just play it. You know when you gel with something and it kind of goes away, was really poor, and he was... I
gave you a fair price for it.
And you got into it, yeah.
So this is I love this Strat. The neck on it is great. It's a transition neck. So it's a sort of 64-65 transition neck.
Yes.
Laminate rosewood board. We think potentially Brazilian rosewood on this, although of course we can't use
there was a guy I took it into Denmark Street, and he did say that looks like that. Yeah. And they thought it was one of the really early Tokai bodies.
Yeah.
Because there's a couple of marks in there that might indicate that is what it is.
It's obviously had a little bit of work done to it. At some point, we think maybe it might have had a roller nut or some sort of nut fitted to it, because you can see the work up here. It would originally, when it did have, when I bought it from Pete, had the mother of pearl dots on it, and there was one of them was missing, and none
Played
of them,
it in fury.
To be honest with you, none of them was sat in there great, and I decided that they probably weren't the correct dots for the period. So I said to AgTech, can you take them all out and put clay ones in, because I'm sure that's what they would have had. How little did I know when I did some more research. I should have kept the mother of pearl dots in there. But it's a brilliant guitar. So we decided,
great guitar.
It plays so good. We decided to try and take some measurements of this neck. This was actually when John Cruise was here, and he was saying, yeah, look, you can send me measurements. You measure at the 12th fret and do the width and measure it down at the 1st fret, da 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 da. And he had a little play with it and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, we were going to do some real like master built replicas of these, but it ended up being a bit crazy expensive.
And it would take 3 years to get them through.
But so we decided, with John Cruise's help, he said, look, I know what you want. I'll get you the right spec to do like a team built one of these.
Yeah.
And that's what we did. So these three guitars here, the white one, the red one, and the blue one, and I think, to be honest with you, this was really like our toe in the water, these three colours. If we really like these guitars and they're popular, we'll get more.
Yes.
These are kind of a tribute to this wonderful guitar. But of course now these are all Fender everything, not like a Fender neck
like
with
unknown
parts.
Yeah.
Can you get the Traveller card
I sure
out
can, yes,
and tell us all the details behind what these guitars are?
Every Fender guitar now comes with the certificate in this little leather or pleather.
Could be pleather.
Yeah,
I'm going to say it's pleather.
Folks.
Forks leather.
Forks leather. And it comes with this little floor planner.
From the fork animal.
From the fork animal. And so they all come with one of these shop floor Travelers. And these ones have got an older body on them. And it's they've got the 65 Strat pickups in here, because they're the closest to what they could come up with compared to that one. It's got a really dark, as you can see on this one, the rosewood, super dark. And so it's got the 65 or 5 Senko frets on it. It's got a 9.5 inch radius, because that's
not entirely period correct.
Not entirely period correct. That would be 7
and a quarter.
But
what 9.5 is what everybody uses.
Yeah, because it's kind of, it's a little bit more easy to get on with. Yeah, it's got a modern wiring, so on when you do this.
Oh, so we...
Yes, because that one there is wired, so it does that as well. Because that was the thing I had.
Couldn't remember.
I
never used a tone control.
Done. No, so I had that done to it, because it's so normally on these originally this would do this one and this would do that one, as far as I know. But on here, when you go to the back pickup, the back pickup does that.
So this one does these two.
Yeah. So when you go here, for instance, in position 2.
So you can do a blend of the two.
So you can do a blend of the two. You can go really dark, like this. I don't know if anyone is going to use that, but because of the tone, if you are sort of slamming some gain, for instance, if you're on the back pickup, it can get quite spiky. I like just to go, so. You know, all the way up. It gets a little bit pokey,
spiky,
and before you couldn't really. You're like, oh god, it's a bit pokey, and then you try to have a pedal dedicated to that.
Wiring mod has been pretty common over the years. I understand why in the old days, the idea was you would just slam to the back and it would be bright. But
slam to the back.
Modern bands and guitar players just want more versatility, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. And the same thing. You'll have a 3-way switch, on the first kind of Strats, and you wouldn't. And I remember having it, and the toothpick. I think there's a 3-way switch with that in the case as well. And you stick a toothpick in there in the middle position there, so you can get that, that dare I play, that sort of tone. I'm not going to play anything else because then we're going to get sued.
The profile on the we've done these as like a relic body, heavy relic neck, because then you get you're right down to the bare wood, and that's the smoothest kind of feel that you can get on these kind of necks. It's kind of, the profile is pretty, you know, consistent with, if you like, a sort of a modern Strat. It's maybe a smidgen fatter than a modern Strat, but it's certainly, you know, I think would be classed as a slim 60s neck kind of Strat.
Yeah. Here's a bit of playing neck pickup. These two together. Middle position. Position 2. In the V140 Victory Deluxe. Oh man, it's good, isn't it? It's good. It's good. It's good.
The red one, especially the fretboard on there, almost looks like ebony.
It's black.
Doesn't it? It's just crazy.
Yeah, it's so black. Bridge.
Yep.
Pick up. And that's when I like to just go a little bit. Put a bit of gain on for the Black Box Overdrive 2, which are now in stock.
They are, they just arrived.
Yeah, so let's hear that.
Oh, it's a bit more level, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. You want to play with me? Oh, just to keep going with this. Yeah, keep going.
It's so quintessentially Fender, isn't it?
It's so Strat, man. It's so Stratty. Just the last bit. Let's get more gain on.
I had two questions and you're playing so good, it's just, I can't remember what they are. I don't remember what it was.
I love this.
Actually, it wasn't a question.
Wow.
One was to say, if you like the sound of these guitars, but you want one in a different color, that's completely cool. Pick whatever you like off the Fender color chart, phone the Anderton sales guys. They'll sort it out for you. The pricing won't change, and the lead times are about 4 to 6 months.
Yeah.
And you can have one that doesn't have to be relic if you don't want one. Honestly, can't tell you enough, man, that the Relic necks are so nice to play.
Yeah,
I think that's why we do them. But if
Yeah.
Relic's not your thing, you can even mix and match. You can go like Closet Classic or Lush on the body, heavy Relic on the neck.
Yeah.
Up to you.
Man.
Ultimately, though, can we strum the old one? I know the strings on this aren't as new as the strings on these. Oh, you did change them. Well done. Oh,
but the neck needs a bit of a clean. You can see it's been definitely played.
These aren't, as I said, these aren't Fender pickups in here. So let's strum this. Let's strum this.
Yep.
And
let's see what happens.
Let's reconnect you. You imagine, take yourself back to 2003. Tom Jones is about to come on. You're always waiting in the wings. The crowd's gone absolutely wild. So here we go. Band started. It's like and the crowd's going wild. This pants being thrown on the stage.
And I'm in the dark in the background. Nobody can see me.
Out he comes. Was he still dyeing his hair then? Probably was.
Yes, he was.
2003.
Yeah, he was.
Still. Just epic.
It was the epic time. The chest hair
was out.
It was
medallion
dyed down to here. Big medallion with the beard dyed, the hair dyed. I mean, the neck on this is just phenomenal.
It is phenomenal.
It's phenomenals.
It's made of phenomenal.
Let's see. So here we go. You can see how yellow that is because it's done so many gigs in pubs when people were smoking.
Sounds a tiny bit more scooped, I think.
Yeah,
like a little bit more bass end on it and a little bit less. But no, or am I making that up?
Very close. I mean, it's really difficult to say, isn't it?
Well, we knew the feel. Obviously, the idea was to try and get the feel as close as possible. The pickups was always a bit of a punt because, of course, we don't know what's in these.
We don't know what's in. They sound good. I remember we were doing a gig somewhere and I just got Radio Moscow in them or something. So I went and bought. I think, where was that? I can't even remember where it was, somewhere in a hotel room. And I bought a pot and then I bought wax, melted it down and just potted them myself and then put them back in and then they didn't make noise anymore.
Good tip.
But they sound great.
Good tip.
Yeah. So, but I mean, dude, these are great, man. They sound great. Look at the fretboard. It
is really beautiful.
Especially
I like the red one. To be honest with you,
so dark. Look at that.
I might do. I mean, red, white, and blue. It's all gone a bit Union Jack here. I don't know what.
It's the Brexit range.
Don't say that. No.
Well, you can go Danish flag. Danish flag.
Anyway, look, there you go. I hope you enjoyed this little video here. As I said, dive on over to our website if you've got any more questions. Email the team.
I think there's 2 of each, right?
Yeah, as I said, this was a bit toe in the water to see how close it would come out to this.
It's pretty close, man.
I think it's close enough that we'll order some more now. Maybe experiment some different colours.
Yeah.
But as I said, let us know in the comment section what you guys think, if you like them. Oh, comes with a nice case. Did we show the case?
Yes, I can show.
It's the case that you get. I think it's the standard kind of custom shop Fender case.
Fender.
I expect it comes with some goodies.
Oh, it smells great as well, man. Here we go. I can hardly reach in.
Do Fender do better cases than Gibson? I think custom shop cases are pretty special.
Yeah, they are.
I like what we're doing with these.
You get all the stuff.
I do like what we're doing here.
You get all the pictures. Here's the serial number on the guitar, and you get a little USB stick with the pictures in.
Yeah, so all the photography
I think there's more than
this actual guitar you get on a USB stick, which is cool.
When you want to sell it again sometime.
Sure.
Just remember to get your own CIT certificate. Here's a fun little fact. Look at that purple guitar on the front of the custom shop. That's how much impact purple guitar will have.
It's the purple, man. It's the new Sunburst.
It's the new purple.
It is.
So that's really, really cool.
It's beautiful. Nice strap. If you're one of those people that love collecting guitars that we have actually used in videos, the blue one is R98222. All the ducks in a row.
Hang on, here we are. The white one is 95,627.
And the red one is R98220. And here you go, I tell you what, Pete, if we sell 10 of these, I'll give you this one back.
Oh, go on then.
There you are, because I'm feeling generous.
Enough of that.
I can't tell you, man, how much... I hope everybody watching this gets as much pleasure as I do watching you when you really connect with the guitar, because it's like, it's wicked. But there we are.
It really truly does. It's cool, isn't it? That was fun. I never thought we'd play a little moment on this show.
And now for the bad news, they're really expensive. Anyway, I've been the Captain.
And I was Thanks Pete.
See you later.
Good luck.